Well, good afternoon. My name is Georgia Brown, and today I'm going to teach you how to make calendula healing salve. It's very easy and simple, only 2 ingredients. First, I prepared the oil. I put calendula flowers in there. Oh, and by the way, I have a mirror up here so you can see what I'm doing in the pot. And also you can look at me while I talk if you like. So I just wanted to explain that that is for you to see easily into the pot. So these are calendula flowers. Calendula is a very useful herb. It has been used for ages and a lot of medicinal ointments, shampoos, over 200 uses for calendula. Calendula is an antiviral and it helps with cancer to curing skin ailments. So that's one of the reasons I use it extensively in making health products. So first I started with calendula flowers. Hopefully you can see very well. And then I use a good quality olive oil, and I poured it on top of the calendula. And this was all in preparation for this class, because it takes about a month for the calendula flowers to steep into the oil. So if you had a larger jar, you would probably use a larger jar. I used a massive quantity of oil and calendula. So you keep this on your shelf for about 20 or 30 days. You can turn it over every few days, and it will steep all the benefits of the herb calendula into your oil. So if you received a packet from me, go ahead and take your packet and take your instructions out, open them up, and in your instructions it says you need a pan of water, and turn it on high. If you have questions after the show, you can call me at 474-8733, and my number's in the book here. And also you can read the directions or play that on 971 on the My Cedarfield app. It will be under emotional balance. So if you have any questions, give me a call. So you take out the beeswax. Beeswax is from bees, and they spend a lot of time forming honeycombs and putting honey in them, and they gather flowers and they gather all kinds of nutrients from the earth, and they put it into their beeswax. So I use beeswax because it is such a healthy subject. So I'm going to go ahead, I think I have plain. So I have the unscented. So I'm going to add some of the lavender oil. And I wanted to show you from start to finish what I do. When I filled up your jar, I used about 6 tablespoons. I tried to tell you in cups, it would be 1/3 cup with 1 tablespoon. But 6 tablespoons is what I used. And then I just put 20 drops of the essential oil. So your scent, whatever you chose, is already in the oil. But I'm going to go ahead and put my drops in there. And then I'm going to go ahead, put the beeswax in there so that you get the thickening of the beeswax. So my water is almost boiling, and it actually is a rolling boil, so it might clog up our mirror here. And so the beeswax is in the oil. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the boiling water. Now, I would have preferred to start it from boiling so you wouldn't have to put your hand in the boiling area, but be very careful. Make sure that when you put your water in your pot that it's not over the lid. So I hope you can see that, but I don't have my water all the way up. So you need to keep it below the edge, and that's a very important point, is not to let it go over the top. The reason I'm keeping it open is so that once the beeswax melts, we can stir it. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my pot of boiling water, and I'm going to set it aside. Now it's going to take a while to melt, so while we're waiting, I'm going to go ahead and read 7 amazing benefits of calendula. And if you want a copy of this, I'll be happy to bring it to you, send it to you in your mailbox. It's one of the top herbs. It can be taken orally, so someone asked me if you could make tea with calendula, and yes you can. But more popularly, it's applied to the skin. This flower has become popular in many health care settings, health products, skin care lines on the market today, and it's used, like I said, in 200 various lotions, shampoos, and other products. It has been known to help with a variety of health issues, is a powerful antioxidant, which means the cell won't oxidate, so it's antioxidant. It keeps it from breaking down. It is among the strongest of antiviral herbs. In addition, it helps health issues ranging from skin inflammation. So if you get red, bubbly skin or any kind of bug bite, it will help with that. And it helps from cramps to even cancer. But I'm not making any claims about that, but that's what they say. So the 7 amazing benefits: anti-inflammatory, calms muscle spasms, so it will help with muscle pain, potent ulcer, wound, hemorrhoid healer, antimicrobial, improves oral health, and discourages cancer. So if you've chosen some of your essential oils, tea tree oil is good for cold sores, bug repellent, nail fungus, eczema, and cuts. The one I used today was lavender. It is good for skin, hair, sleep, anxiety and depression, headaches, burns, babies, scars, motion sickness, repel insects, and respiratory problems. Peppermint oil helps with headaches, hair, spiders, nausea, migraine, sinus, fever, skin, allergies, muscle pain, and aches. And for one, I use peppermint oil a lot for the allergy symptoms if I have a headache. It really does help. So I'm looking at my beeswax, and I'm seeing that it's starting to melt. So I want you to stir your beeswax a little bit in your jar, and I'll just show you a jar. This is what the salve will look like after you let it sit. And this we made this morning. Eddie and I made it at 9 this morning, and it's already nice and cool and set up. It just sat here on the counter, and it looks nice. I have some that is already made, and I will show you that. This one is one I made the other day, and so it's a nice soft consistency. And depending on the amount of beeswax that you use, some of you may have a little more than a tablespoon. I tried to put about a tablespoon in each one of our packets, but if you have a little bit more, it's okay. It just makes a harder salve, so it won't be as soft. You can use this on your lips too as a very nice lip balm. So I'm going to go ahead, since we have a little bit of a time issue, or we don't want to take too much time, I'm going to go ahead and boil the water again so that it will melt a little faster. I would like you to be careful with leaving oil on the stove. Don't do that because, as you know, it will overheat. So, if any of you have any questions, again, you can give me a call. And I also said on here that you can leave this out of the refrigerator. You don't have to put the jar in the refrigerator. And I'll go ahead and make another jar. Just this one is orange. And you may notice some sediment in the bottom of your oil. If you do, that's the good stuff. That's what makes the salve so beneficial, is all the things that come out of that. So by infusing the flowers, you will sometimes have to strain out just the flowers, but you'll be left with a lot of the sediment in the bottom. So that sediment is good in a result of infusing that calendula. So I'm going to get another, oh, and I also wanted to show you the beeswax, how it comes. This one says that it was a fast melter, so you can buy different kinds. And I got all these off of Amazon. So this is organic. I have the olive oil, and then I like to use organic essential oils because I feel like, well, actually, usually they don't use pesticides in herbs because it really doesn't help them grow. It's really better to just use drainage and good soil and maybe fish emulsion. And so if you do have some herbs, you can do just like this, what I did with the flowers. You could make your own essential oils too. You could decant them and also steep them in the oils. It doesn't make for as strong a scent as you would normally have with an essential oil because they use a distilling process. But so I'm going to go ahead and set another oil in with the beeswax, with the small pellets, the white beeswax pellets. And this one's going to be orange. So we have an orange scent and a lavender scent. And one will have a little bit more beeswax and one will have less. So you'll be able to see the difference in the different consistency. Especially with your own, but if you stop by my office, I'll show you how they turn out. The one on the right is the lavender, and that one's almost finished. And when they finish melting, I'm not going to pick them up out of the water right away because I don't want you to burn yourself, so I don't want to burn myself, so I'm going to let the water cool. But it looks like the lavender one is almost done. And another reason you don't want to boil too long is because it will make the essential oil evaporate out of your jar. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off. We don't want to lose all the benefits of the calendula by burning it, and then we don't want to lose the essential oil benefits, which are herbs that have been distilled into a carrier oil. So the lavender is almost finished. It is actually finished, and if I have a cloth, which I do, I will go ahead and take that off. I'm going to go ahead and move the burner because I don't want to, it's still warm. And then I'm going to take the pan and take the jar out of the pan. I'm going to take the right-hand one, which is the lavender. And as you can see, the lavender, can you see? The lavender is clear. It has no more pieces of pellets. And so the next thing you want to do in your packet, you have a little sticky, let's see, here it is. You have a little sticker here, and because you were boiling your jar, I didn't want your sticker to come off. So I'm going to go ahead and put this sticker on this cold jar. This is the one that Eddie made, so we'll go ahead and take the sticker off, and this is what the ingredients are. Calendula infused olive oil, beeswax, and essential oil. And then on the top of the jar is the name. And if you don't have one of these stickers, you'll have writing on there that tells what kind of scent you have. And then we're almost finished here with the orange. And I didn't put what orange is good for, but citrus is good. It has vitamin C, which is always good for your skin. And then there's the benefits for your health, for your mental health and emotional balance. It's clarifying, it makes you more alert. The same way as mint too. If you have mint, like a, if you're burning a mint candle, or which we don't do here, but if you have a way of getting the scent into your air, mint is always good for mental clarity or alertness. So it's a really good mint tea. It's good for you, and we have had that in the Boredom Buster bag, but we also, mint tea is very good for you. So those are the different benefits. So I think that that's all I have to tell you about the salve, and I really appreciate you joining me. If there's any questions that you have, or if you would like to try this afterwards and you didn't get a kit, please let me know. We have a few kits left. And next month we're going to be having another skin care show, and we're going to learn the benefits of more herbs and using natural skincare products. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful day, rest of your day, and a great weekend. Thank you.